This is WallswontFall, man. We here at FLI TALK Live, man, here in downtown Flint.
Hey, yo, J Stacks. Hit him with the 808s.
Yeah. So we back right now. This is episode 6. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it later doing editing. But I'm Jay Stats, your host with the most. And we got right now. Go ahead and tell them your name real
I'm
quick.
WallswontFall, man. Appreciate you having me on, man. We're here with J Stats.
Appreciate. So where you from, Walls?
I'm originally from Westland. I've been in and out of like Livonia, Westland area for most of my life.
Okay. So tell me how the name Walls Won't Fall
So
came
Walls
to
Won't
play.
Fall originates from my last name is Walls. I'm Jake Walls, and when I was young, I was just trying to think of like a name on Instagram, really, like what I could make my Instagram name when I first started it when I was younger, and I was like, oh, Walls Won't Fall. You know, I never stop. I never stop grinding. I don't let anything get in my way. So Walls Won't Fall, and it just kind of stuck from there, and I made it my artist name. So.
Okay. So what projects you been working on right now?
All
Like,
types of stuff, man. I got 12 singles out right now. I just dropped. I think my latest drop was Ownership, featuring Night. Man, go check that out. All platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Right now, I'm teaching myself editing, like video editing on CapCut right now, and just ready to drop my first music video. But I do got 12 singles out. Um, Working on a couple songs with my homie in Royal Mitten and Major Motion Boys. Yo, shit I be smoking be so fucking potent. My brain is exploding, my mind is imploding. You call it slanging, I call it foking. Smoking and token got me seeing slow motion. Strictly kush blowing when my lyrics is flowing. So much kush crystals you could say it's a snowman. Let's go, it's Walls Won't Fall.
okay.
I don't want to release too much info, but we definitely got a bunch of stuff coming. I probably got like 6 singles in the works. No albums or EPs yet in the works, but some singles.
And in the words of my homeboy Spins, all I know is work 365. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what's a typical day in the life of Mr. Walls?
Well, you know, I got 2 daughters, man, so I'm a family man, really.
Oh yeah, I see you got, you know what I'm saying, a kid
Yeah, I got
with
the
you
kids
too.
and the girl actually here with me.
Support.
Um, yeah, man, I just wake up, go to work most of 9 to 5 through Monday through Friday. After I get off, pretty much I pick up my daughter, go home, you know, do her little dinner, bath, bed, and then I get to work in the studio, hang out with the lady. The weekends I come on out to either, you know, Flint or Pontiac. We do shows all over Michigan, me and the homies in Royal Mitten again. Shout out Royal Mitten, and Major Motion Boys. But pretty much that's it, man. Just working in the studio every night. I got a home studio at home, so when I get home and I get the kid to bed, I get to work.
For sure. A lot like how you stay you were the only artist that we brought on. You broke that down. You organized with it.
For
So
sure.
you got like a whole routine
Definitely,
planned
yeah. You
out.
have
So
to, man, especially when you have kids and the life and the job, and you know you got to have everything organized and use your time accurately. Because if you don't, man, you ain't gonna really get no traction, you know, on anything.
for sure. So what seems to be the biggest challenge to your life right now? Like,
Ooh, that's a really good question. Give me a second.
I'm the guy with all the
Yeah,
questions.
that's a
Told
good
you.
question. Um, One of the biggest challenges in my life right now is probably um, I could go for like balancing time. Like we just said, everything's organized, but it's still hard to I guess maybe do enough. Feel like you're doing enough, even though you're working and you're going, balancing all the time, making sure you giving enough attention to the job, to the kids, to the family, and to the craft. And what part of the craft you're giving it to, like whether it be writing or learning to edit or doing the shows. You know, just balancing everything has been one of my biggest challenges. But you know, we all have to do what we can with the obstacles and make it what we can. So, but that's one of my biggest challenges.
Okay. So jumping into this, man, if you had to choose between being rich forever throughout the fame that you're creating, or just not having it but being happy which lane would you choose?
So definitely a healthy balance. I feel like sometimes shortcuts are okay to try to get ahead and chase what you're doing as a dream. But I do also believe that you want to stay true to yourself. Like you don't want to try to do this and do that if it ain't really fit with you, because you're gonna build yourself up into something that you really didn't even mess with. You're gonna look back and be like, man, that's not even really me. So I would just stay true, whether it be you're making some kind of money or not, because at the point where the money does come, you're gonna know that you stay true, you stay down, and you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, stay true to yourself.
Okay. So
If that
kind of
answers your question.
okay. Kind of going back into that a little bit. So I'm gonna break the question down just a little bit for you. So it would be but you picking between two of the things. I think you kind of leaning more to like the simpler things,
Right, yeah.
but if you had to choose between being rich and famous or not being rich and famous but being happy,
So if I was rich and famous, am I happy when I'm rich and famous too?
that
Because you
I mean
know,
some people, like to beg to differ and say, money doesn't make everybody happy. So I
right.
guess we'll just look at that. But if you had to choose between
I got you. I would
what
definitely choose happiness over money every day. So that's what I tried to answer that, like with I guess more of a complicated answer, but I would definitely have to choose happiness over the money every time.
for sure,
Um,
because
I've
you
chose that in my professional life, in my work, in my job, and all that types of stuff. Like
because
if something's too stressful for me, I move on.
yeah, because like in the industry, it's gonna come that time where you break through as an artist, kind of like they did with so many artists that came before us and currently, where they put that bag in front of you. They
Right,
already gave you a bag. You already feel like you got enough money, but then they offer you triple that with sponsors and all type of stuff. And it's a lot more hard work. It's a lot more challenges. And I think that's where people start to lose themselves at,
right.
go crazy, forget about family. So I mean more towards like that part, you
Right. I
know.
would keep it like I would keep it Rap City, keep it Dreamville, like, Boz and J. Cole. I would stay down that lane, like, just try to always stay true to myself, going back to that, bro.
Got you, got
Not
you.
jump the gun, and definitely keep smart people around me, anybody that's in my corner, like obviously yourself, man.
Appreciate it.
That I would make sure that I have people with me that are smart and intelligent when it comes to the money, starting to come into the picture a lot heavier.
Definitely, definitely. So, kind of piggybacking off of that too, what are three most influential people in your life right now?
One of the most influential people in my life right now would have to be my girl, obviously my kids. But if we were going a little bit different than that, influential people through music, maybe like I would hit on maybe like a J. Cole. He inspires me big time. Um,
For sure.
yeah, definitely.
Shout out Cole.
Yeah, shout out Cole. Met my dad as well. Got to go back on the family. Those are the
For
most
sure.
influential people in my life. My girl, my kids, and my family at this very moment. I try not to let too many other people influence me, but maybe my brother Wavy, man, he really inspires me as hard as he's been working on the show. So he definitely influences me a lot as well. Shout out Wavy.
Got you, got you. So, what are some goals that you set forth to achieve everything that you look to achieve right now?
I think it just starts with a plan. Some of the plans that I put forward is like we had talked about earlier, when I do get home, making time for everything. So once the kid gets in bed and I spent some time with the lady, getting in the studio. So pretty much working every day, like trying to get at least 30 minutes to an hour, whether it's practicing freestyles, editing videos, recording YouTube videos, whatever it may be, getting 30 minutes to an hour a day um, in that. And then the weekends, I kind of stretch it to like 3 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, back again, organized.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
telling you,
Trying to.
man. Look,
Got goals, man.
man, I'm telling you, and for the audience out there too, and this is another reason why I do this, because you're meeting so many different creatives that have plans set forth to be successful.
Right.
So more than anything else, for all the viewers out there watching, I want you guys to be able to take bits and pieces out of everybody that you have seen on these lives, on Fly Talk Live, and really look at like this is what success is looking like right now.
Right.
This is what people who want to achieve better and strive to be better are doing and what it's looking like. So y'all, take notes. Stop, take notes for a minute. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your inspiration from watching other people
Absolutely. And
grow.
that's how I do it too, man. Some more inspiring people around the way. Actually, I got to go back on that question. BRB Music Group been inspiring me. They're right here in Flint, man. Ace Gabbana, Cameron Tyler, Taylor Tatum, 1026 Drizzy. We got Capital, man. JBF Capital. Shout out all their managers, Mac, Joker, Suge. They've been inspiring the shit out of me too, man. Those are some really inspiring people around the way because even though everything ain't necessarily looking in their direction all the time, just like myself, they still grinding, showing up to shows, working on anything they can. So
Got you, got you. Shout out to all the creatives out there doing their thing right now, man. So I'm gonna lean into this one too, because I gotta know
let's go.
what's what's a crazy moment that led you to this point right now? Because I know all artists go through that beginning stage and now they're here. You're at a certain place right now in your
Right,
life that you wasn't before. So
right.
how do we get here, Walls? How do we get here?
I would say that one of the craziest moments where there was like a paradigm shift, like, I have been doing music for a long time and writing and freestyling since I was like 12 to 15 years old, right in there. But I feel like the paradigm shift was honestly like for my music career specifically and me going grinding was when I was at my mom's house. I had just got into it with my apartment. We were getting evicted for absolutely no reasoning. We went to the office. We tried to contact them every way we could, and have professional conversations with them. We got no answers, so we ended up moving to my mom's house. And I was living in my mom's house for like 6 months, and we're trying to find the right place to go. We didn't want to rush into nothing else. And I decided, man, I was sitting there. I had released a song in 2020, one single, and it wasn't like the most professional single, but it was something on all platforms. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like those 6 months right there, like me down bad, like at my mom's house, like not got my own place, like got the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
That was where it was like I was like, all right, I gotta do something, bro. I gotta pursue my dreams. Like I'm tired of like living this like average lifestyle and like not getting where I want to be. Like I want to live my dreams. I want to do something fulfilling instead of this stuff. So my paradigm shifted, man. I just decided to pursue this with all my heart, and I wrote a few of my first songs: "Pennies for Your Thoughts," "Ignorance is Bliss." Man, them songs had me in tears. But that was like the biggest shift, and that brought me to here. That brought me to here, man. I started grinding, reaching out to producers, reaching out to artists, reaching out to venue owners, and that's how we met, man.
For
So
sure, for sure. And I think that's like the most common thing too with like any strong success story that you see now is you're gonna go through that paradigm shift of life that even I went through.
right,
And that gets everybody to a certain point of your life to where you look at it like, I don't ever want to go back to
right,
that hell and experience that type of pain anymore, and I'm going to fight like no tomorrow to make sure that I'm in full control of what goes on in my life.
100%.
Even if there are things that I can't control, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be in a comfortable spot to achieve whatever I got to achieve, and I'm
Absolutely.
not going to at least be back in the worst part that began this whole mix of emotions. But it does inspire you to be better, and I can definitely see that on your face. You a game changer. People starting to take note of that. People seeing you networking, and that's why walls just won't fall.
That's right,
That's a
baby.
tagline
I
for you.
appreciate it, man. Definitely, man. And people are starting to shed some light on me, man. And I really do appreciate it from the Flint and the Pontiac area. Michigan is a music mecca, and I am getting some shout outs, man. And appreciate all the people actually showing some light. And the ones that ain't, you know what we got for you, man. We coming, so.
Man, on God. All right, so we got to the part where we've learned you. We see what direction you going. What's something you could leave off to your fans real quick?
Pretty much, man. um, I would say if I could leave this podcast with something, man, always follow your heart. Always chase your dreams. Do what you feel in your heart. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do what you want to do, man. Just chase your real dreams, whether it's your family, it's your friends, or anybody else that's holding you back. Sometimes you got to cut ties and you got to chase your real dreams, man. So that's what I would leave off with, man. It's much love. It's walls won't fall, you know.
Man, and that's what we love to hear, man, here at Fly Talk Live. Y'all heard it first, man. Walls won't fall. Tell them where they can find you at too, man.
At Walls Won't Fall, all platforms. WallswontFall. Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Walls Won't Fall, man. Check me out.
And it will be below in the descriptions too video. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, follow, and check it out. But this has been another edition of Fly Talk Live. I'm your host, Jay Stats.
Let's go.
Y'all stay fly with me.
Much
Let's
love.
go.
Look these doors now. Says she wanna get fly, drop a band on it. She a big fan, let her blow on it. Shot it, she a go straight pro on it. Whatever she want, we gon' go for it. Goddamn, like really goddamn, what she working about.